Karen, Idaho's Proposition 2 Medicaid expansion passed last month with the support of more than 60% of voters. I spoke to advocates for and against the measure about what this federal ruling means for the future of health care in Idaho.
We were ecstatic.
November 6th, an exciting night for Reclaim Idaho, leaders of the statewide grassroots movement to give health care to the 62,000 Idahoans who fall in the health care gap.
The acting governor signed it into law, and now the state needs to present a plan.
A federal judge issued a ruling Friday that threatens to strip that coverage from tens of millions of patients in Idaho and 31 other states. Still, it remains the law of the land, and experts say the ruling will more than likely be appealed.
And it's going to go through the appeals courts, and it's going to go to the Supreme Court, and the U.S. Supreme Court is going to make some kind of ruling on it in some amount of time.
But that doesn't mean expansion remains entirely unthreatened on a national or local level. Idaho Freedom Foundation has a complaint pending in the state Supreme Court arguing Prop 2 is unconstitutional because
Congress is making the decision about what eligibility looks like for the Medicaid program in Idaho, and that's considered an unconstitutional delegation of the state's legislative authority.
So after pushback from opponents both nationally and in Idaho,
we have a $21 trillion national debt, and it's a growing national debt. So how much longer do you think this is going to continue where the federal government is just going to throw money into programs?
Sandmeyer says her greatest concern is making sure Prop 2 is enacted in Idaho in a timely manner.
What would be a big deal is if anyone, including our state legislature, chose to use this as an excuse to delay enactment.
But she says she doesn't think they'll do that.
They know that lives are at stake. They've been seeking a solution for 6 or 7 years, and finally the people have voted.
Both groups I spoke to urge you to reach out to local legislators, including Governor-elect Brad Little's office, with any concerns you might have. Live in the studio, Madeline White, 6 on your side.
Thank you, Madeline. Steve Lehman.